Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. I have this little Mallard duck made by Gemmy, I believe it says. It's pronounced G-E-M-M-Y. Mine's all messed up, but I wanted to show you guys how he works, the different things he says and sings, and then we'll try and take him apart because mine's kind of messed up, not working. As you can see, I can't sell him, so I thought we'd have a little bit of fun with him instead. He's got the little button right there. That yellow button is supposed to activate them, I believe, but mine doesn't do anything. And then just to the left, underneath that leaf farthest to the left, there's a motion sensor that turns them on. So, let's see.
Hey, somebody step on a duck?
The mouth is also supposed to move. Mine does not.
That Decoy was the best looking chick I've ever seen.
Let's see when I hit the button. Nothing's happening.
Hey, somebody step on a duck? You quacked me up. Hey, I got a website. It's right at the end of my leg. That Decoy was the best looking chick I've ever seen.
Thought he had another song in him. Alright guys, that's it. So, let's see what makes this guy tick, shall we? Oh boy. So I got this new camera with an external microphone, and every single video, every one that I've recorded, I forgot to turn the microphone on. It's the first time I've ever had a microphone with its own power switch, and when you plug in a microphone, it disables the microphone on the camera. And I forgot to turn it on when I recorded this. I actually forgot to turn it on for the first part, so I had to re-record the first part. Of course, I can't do a voiceover of the duck quacking and singing, so we actually had to do that. Luckily, he was still all in one piece at that time. So I figure we'll do a little voiceover for a few minutes of me trying to take it apart and figure out what's wrong with it. Let me see, you can check the battery compartment there at the bottom. Just want to see if any batteries were corroded or anything in there, even though I didn't expect that since it was working fine. And I couldn't tell if this was ripped. I mean, obviously it has like rips in it, but if that was intentional or not, because it was all over its entire head, almost like it was made to be that way, which I thought was kind of weird. So then there was like a strip of glue at the bottom of the head, or at the neck, I guess, holding it on. Otherwise, this thing just kind of slides off. But I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at the innards of this thing, and if anyone else has one that they're trying to fix or do something with. The unfortunate thing was I bought this to sell on eBay, and I don't like selling anything that's not like 100% functional, because I just feel like people are going to be disappointed with it, and they're probably going to want to return or something, even if you're really honest with the condition. Hey, get your finger out of there! But, so I decided, well, I'm definitely not going to sell it. I could have returned it to Goodwill, but it's like a half-hour drive, and I only paid $4.99 for it, so who's going to, it's not worth it at that point. So the head's just supposed to make a quarter turn looking straight and then looking to its left, as you're looking at it now. And then the mouth is supposed to open. That was the part that wasn't working. I actually think the head movement part was working the way it's supposed to. Even though it was kind of janky, I think that was just how the thing was made. So you had 3 Phillips screws here holding on this side of the head. You guys have no idea how pissed I was when I realized it didn't record any of the sound. Oh, again. And I hate having to do things twice. So we're going to pop his head open. You can see we got a little motor in there. And that elastic was just hanging there. And somehow that elastic is how it opens his mouth. In the middle there you can see there was a metal rod that fell out. And I wish I would have... I didn't think about it. I always do manual focus when I'm taking my eBay pictures, and I forgot to switch it to autofocus while I was recording, so I had to keep screwing around. But there's this metal pin. I think I put it back in here in a second. And that's the pivot point for the opening and closing of the mouth. And then that spring just to the right of it keeps the tension on the mouth to keep it closed. And somehow that elastic pulls that end to open his mouth. I couldn't figure out how it worked though. I was kind of expecting to see like broken plastic or something in there, but there was nothing that looked broken at all. And you can see that motor up top, it just has a gear on it. I would get it if it was like a lobe of a camshaft or something, so it was off-centered, and so as it turned, it would pull on the mouth and open it. But I couldn't figure out how that piece of elastic is supposed to attach to a gear like that. Uh-oh, where do we go? If only we knew what I was talking about. But look at that thing. How would you attach that? And what's missing? There's no pieces fell out. And the motor does turn, so the electrical and everything going up to it was fine. And if it's just a piece of elastic that attaches to that motor, this thing was never built to last. I mean, obviously, that elastic's going to wear out, whether just from use or dry out and break. When I put the thing back together, I forgot that screw that I'm taking out right there. So his head was kind of wobbly. At that point, putting it back together really didn't matter. So you see that shaft coming up, and then there was 2 screws down in that hole that held the mechanism for the head turning. You can see how the slots just give it enough room for a little quarter turn. I was really mad that this thing didn't work right. That Big Mouth Billy Bass is pretty cool, and this was made by the same company that made that. And there's also a McDonald's one with the Filet of Fish song, but I'm assuming it's the same company made that one too, but I guess it might not be. I was able to salvage my purchase out of this one because I had the AC adapter, and I already sold it the first day I listed it for $10 plus shipping, and since I paid $4.99 for the whole thing, at least I'm not out money out of it. And I got to have a little fun with this thing, as you guys saw. I realized after the fact I should have went for the body and not the head, but it was still fun. I was worried that a piece would come up and smack my camera. This camera I bought's a Canon Rebel T6i, TI6, whichever way you go. It was like expensive, so So you can see it has a square shaft coming off the motor at the bottom there. Or whatever's at the bottom. I guess I never did see it. It could be, I don't know what. And then the two slotted things. The hardest part was trying to, once I figured out I wasn't going to be able to fix it, was trying to get the screws back in down there, because you can't get your finger down there, and the damn screwdriver I had didn't have a magnetic tip on it, so a lot of like fishing around going on. So I finally got those two screws on. And I'm starting to put the head back together. I figured there was nowhere else to go. Once I took that one piece that you're seeing standing vertically out, it was just plastic right there. I mean, I'd have to break something to get any farther, so there just wasn't a purpose to do any of that. And I kind of gave up on being able to fix it at this point, because I just can't figure out how the hell I was supposed to attach that elastic to make it do anything. Even if I wrapped it around the gear, like, there's something missing. There's something broke, something gone. I don't know what, but I just couldn't figure this out. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to smash this thing a few more times. But make sure to give the video a like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and let's check out smashing a duck.